The scheme alleged here is just one more example of the People Republic of China's ongoing.
My name is Chief DeCesare with the Franklin Township Police Department. Today at 10:35 a.m., the Franklin Township Police Department was dispatched to the area of the 300 block of Northwest Boulevard for a dwelling fire that we have confirmed to be an explosion. Crews from multiple fire departments responded and put out the blaze, and at this point we are still in the infancy stages of this investigation. I can tell you that one small child has been removed from the residence and is en route to a burn center in Pennsylvania, as well as an adult female. Our office, my office, along with the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office, Atlantic County OEM, and Atlantic County Bomb Squad are on scene right now conducting what we're deeming a criminal investigation at this point. That is all the information I have at this point. I will take a few questions.
Is there any indication that this was caused by fireworks?
We don't have any indication right now what the cause is. However, we are going to treat it as a crime scene until we determine what the cause is.
Any other victims besides the female and the small child that were taken for treatment?
There was no other victims taken for treatment. At this point, we do have 4 victims that are unaccounted for.
Like you can't find them still?
Correct.
Okay. The adult female victim is also suffering extreme burns?
I actually saw her and was speaking to her. She did have some burns, did not seem to be life-threatening. However, she was taken to a burn center.
How old is the small child that was taken to the burn center?
I believe it was an infant child.
Okay.
Was this confined to just the one house or any other houses that were affected by this?
No, so there was several houses on that block that were affected. We did evacuate all of those residences, but I believe at least 2 or 3 other houses did sustain damage from this explosion.
Do you know how long the response time was between the call coming in and the first fire engines that were on scene?
I don't know about fire. Police were on scene immediately.
Chief, any of the 4 that were unaccounted for, are any of them children by chance?
I'm not prepared to comment on that right now.
Is it all one family? Or?
I believe that most of it is family. There is potentially a friend that was staying in the residence, but we're working to try to identify them and find out where their whereabouts are.
And the injured were all from one home?
Yes.
So the other homes that were damaged, there weren't injuries there?
Not to my knowledge, there was no injuries to anyone in the other surrounding homes.
Can you elaborate on why this is a criminal investigation at this point?
Well, I'd rather at this point, kind of err on the side of caution, just in case it is. We can't go backwards. So at this point, we're going to treat it as a criminal investigation until we determine that it's not, or if it is. If it is, then obviously the proper authorities and the proper entities that would investigate these types of incidents are involved already.
Can you comment on why some people that were speaking to us out on the street, some had said that the first fire trucks, it took them like maybe 20 some odd minutes to get on scene. Some were saying that it should have been quicker. There was a fire department nearby. Why might people be saying that?
I don't have any comment on that.
Okay. Also, one other quick question: how big exactly is the house? Like, do you know if it was a 2-story, single story?
I don't know how big it was. When I arrived on scene, it was fully engulfed.
Okay.
Can you talk about the response? I mean, there's a massive number of fire companies. We heard stories about neighbors running in to help. Just the amount of people and resources that kind of went into helping this family.
Yes, so there are multiple law enforcement agencies from Atlantic and Gloucester County on scene, including New Jersey State Police. There's multiple fire departments on scene to assist with this blaze, and multiple other social workers to aid and assist the family at this point.
Is the Red Cross on scene?
Yes.
Okay.
So just to confirm, you haven't pulled out any bodies yet?
We have not.
Okay, and then is this a federal investigation now?
At this time, the lead investigators for this investigation are the Franklin Township Police Department and the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office.
Utilities, gas and electric for that whole entire area, or just the house at this point?
Yes, I believe pretty much that whole block has been cut off, all the utilities, and residents have been evacuated, and we are in the process of extending that perimeter to evacuate more people.
Just your personal reaction to the scene?
This is just something that's very tragic. This is a small community. Everybody seems to know each other, and when you have an incident like this, it really hits everyone.
Have there been any other incidents previously to that home for any other incidents? Kind of going back to the fireworks question, there have been some people raising concerns about that.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to comment on that right now.
Is this a situation where the ATF either has been called or would be called?
They have been.
They have.
Yes.
Are they coming out?
They are en route.
here?
Yes.
So you can just only confirm it's an explosion, not what type of explosion?
It was an explosion. We don't know what caused it. But like I said earlier, we are treating it as a criminal investigation at this point until we determine otherwise.
Can you say more about the condition of the small child that was taken to the burn center?
I don't have that right now.
Boy or girl?
I don't have that either. I'm sorry.
Chief, what exactly are the next steps that are involved in this investigation? Are you all sifting through debris? How's it?
Yes. So right now we're in the process of getting equipment delivered to sift through debris, and once that's complete, we have to process if it is a crime scene and stuff like that. So there are investigators on scene that are experienced in this, and they will take care of all of that.
Would you describe this as recovery or rescue at this point?
At this point, I would describe it most likely as a ongoing investigation that we have not determined where these 4 people are, and once we do determine that, we will brief the media on that.
Can you say more about whether they're adults or children or anything more about?
I'm not prepared to comment on that right now.
Chief, just give me, just for a refresher, it's one small child, about an infant, and then was taken to burn center, and then there was another person, I think you said, that was taken?
Yes, there was an adult female taken. I would say she was probably in her 20s or 30s.
Okay.
I saw a medevac helicopter. Could you say which one, was there somebody on the medevac and which one that was?
Yes, I believe both were airlifted. I'm not sure what burn center they were taken to.
How long, how many days do you think the investigation crews will be on scene there on the street?
This is going to be ongoing probably for several days. This is the infancy stages of this investigation, and throw a guess out there, I would say it would take into next week.
No threat, obviously, at this point to the public with gas?
No.
Do you know when you might, just so we know, do you know if you'll have like another update later today, like hold another?
Sure. I will provide an update most likely on our Facebook page when we're going to do another press briefing.
Okay, do you think it would be here? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it will be here.
And you think it would be possibly would be later today?
Yes.
Okay, do you have an idea of what time?
We're going to reconvene in about an hour or so, so
Okay.
I might have some more information then.
Okay.
Can you confirm the location, northwest or southwest, like specifically?
It was in the 300 block of Northwest Boulevard.
The people that were sent to the hospital, did they have to be rescued from inside the house, or were they outside by the time?
I don't know that this time.
Okay.